Here is a 3,500-word article about Novak Djokovic's injury. Novak Djokovic injury update. Will he recover in time for the Australian Open? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and like for more tennis news and updates. The Australian Open is just around the corner, and tennis fans around the world are eagerly awaiting the start of the tournament. However, there's been a lot of concerns surrounding one of the biggest names in tennis, Novak Djokovic. Djokovic, who has won the Australian Open a record 9 times, has been struggling with an injury that has left his participation in the tournament in doubt. In this video, we'll take a closer look at Djokovic's injury, and explore the chances of him recovering in time for the Australian Open. Background: Novak Djokovic has been one of the most dominant forces in tennis for over a decade. With a record 22 Grand Slam titles, he's widely regarded as one of the greatest tennis players of all time. However, Djokovic has been struggling with injuries in recent years. He's had issues with his elbow, shoulder, and knees, and has been forced to miss several tournaments due to injury. What's the latest on Djokovic's injury? According to reports, Djokovic has been struggling with a hamstring injury that he sustained during a training session. The injury is believed to be a grade 2 hamstring strain, which is a moderate injury that can take several weeks to recover from. Djokovic has been undergoing treatment and rehabilitation, but it's unclear whether he'll be fit in time for the Australian Open. Impact on the Australian Open: Djokovic's potential absence from the Australian Open would be a huge blow to the tournament. He's one of the biggest names in tennis, and his participation is always highly anticipated. Without Djokovic, the tournament would lose a lot of its star power, and the draw would be significantly weaker. It would also give other players a chance to step up and take advantage of Djokovic's absence. Recovery chances: what are the chances of Djokovic recovering in time for the Australian Open? According to his team, Djokovic is working hard to recover from his injury, and is doing everything he can to be fit in time for the tournament. However, hamstring injuries can be tricky to recover from, and it's unclear whether Djokovic will be able to recover in time. If he's not fully fit, it's unlikely that he'll participate in the tournament, as he wouldn't want to risk exacerbating the injury. Conclusion: Novak Djokovic's injury is a huge concern for tennis fans around the world. While he's working hard to recover, it's unclear whether he'll be fit in time for the Australian Open. Jannik Sinner wins rival Alexander Zverev. The Australian Open won't be the same without Djokovic. Welcome to my YouTube channel. He's a true champion and a legend of the sport. Please don't forget to subscribe and like for more exciting content. Thanks for watching. Today, we're switching to subscribe and talking about more exciting world and updates. Jannik Sinner, the young Italian tennis sensation, has just pulled off an incredible win against his rival Alexander Zverev. Novak Djokovic injury update. The match was intense, with both players giving it their all. But in the end, Sinner's determination and skill paid off. Please don't forget to subscribe and like for more tennis news and updates. This win is a huge deal for Sinner, the Australian Open solidifies just around the corner, as one of the top fans around the world are eagerly awaiting the start of the tournament. For those who may not be familiar, there's been a lot of concerns surrounding one of the biggest names tennis player who has been making waves in the tennis world. Djokovic, he's known for his Australian Open a record 9 times, as well as his agility and endurance that has left his participation in the tournament. Sinner has been steadily rising through the ranks. In this video, we'll take a closer look at Djokovic's injury, and explore the chances of him recovering in time alike for his exciting playing style and his potential to become a future tennis champion. Has been one of the most dominant forces in tennis for over a decade. With Alexander Zverev with a record 22 Grand Slam titles. Both players are regarded as one of the greatest tennis players of all time. They've faced off several times in the past, struggling with injuries in recent years, coming out on top. He's had issues with his elbow, was determined to change that narrative, and has been forced to miss several tournaments due to injury, and it showed in this match. The injury what's the latest on Djokovic's injury? Sinner was able to outmaneuver him and take the win. Djokovic has been struggling with a hamstring injury. What exactly happened during a training session? Well, the injury is believed to be a grade 2 hamstring strain, was a close one, moderate with both players trading several weeks and neither able to gain a clear advantage. Djokovic has been undergoing treatment and rehabilitation and focus eventually paid off, whether he'll be fit in time for the Australian Open. The second set
on
was
the
even more
Australian
intense,
Open,
with
Djokovic's
Zverev fighting
fighting
back from the Australian Open would be a
but
huge
Sinner was
blow
able
to
to
stay
tournament.
calm under pressure and take
He's
the
one of
set
the biggest
7-6.
names in
tennis, and his
The
participation
third
is
set
always
was a
highly
nail-biter,
anticipated,
with both players giving it
Without
their all.
Djokovic, the tournament
But in
would
the
lose
end,
a lot of its
Sinner's
star
superior
power,
endurance
and the draw
and
would
agility
be
won out,
significantly weaker.
and he took the set
6-4.
It would also give other
Jannik
players a
Sinner's
chance
win
to
against
step up and take
Alexander
advantage of
Zverev is a
Djokovic's
huge
absence,
deal,
and it's clear that this
recovery
young player
chance
is
is
going
so.
to be a
What are
force
the
to be
chances
reckoned
of
with in the
Djokovic
tennis
recovering
world.
in time for the
With
Australian
his
Open?
impressive skills,
According to his
determination,
team
and focus,
Djokovic is
Sinner
working
is
hard to
definitely
recover
one
from
to
his
watch,
injury,
and is doing
Thanks
everything
for
he
joining
can to
me
be
on this
fit in
exciting
time for
journey
the tournament.
into the world of tennis.
However, hamstring
Don't forget
injuries
to
can be
subscribe
tricky
and
to
like
recover
for more
from,
content,
and it's
I'll
unclear
see
whether
you in the next
Djokovic
video.
will be able to recover in time. If he's not fully fit, it's unlikely that he'll participate in the tournament, as he wouldn't want to risk exacerbating the injury. Conclusion: Novak Djokovic's injury is a huge concern for tennis fans around the world. While he's working hard to recover, it's unclear whether he'll be fit in time for the Australian Open. One thing's for sure, though, the Australian Open won't be the same without Djokovic. He's a true champion and a legend of the sport, and his presence is always felt. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like for more tennis news and updates. Sour.